I'm aware that I have a really lopsided looking face today, but it's because this eye is all pink and swollen and I'm not really sure why. I just hope it goes away. Hey everyone, it's Amy and welcome, or maybe welcome back to my channel. Most of you know that I have been having a bit of a hard time recently, to say the least, and I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of your support and understanding. I know I haven't been replying to comments because I just haven't been able to bring myself to do it, but I've been reading them and it has just filled me with such joy and gratitude. So thank you so much. Today I am back and I'm going to start easing myself back into living something vaguely resembling a normal life. But to kick things off and get me feeling a little bit more motivated and a little bit more like I have clarity in my life, I decided a good thing to do would be to organize all of my makeup and cosmetics. Back when I did the 5-day declutter, which if you didn't check that out, I'll leave the playlist in the description box along with the decluttering freebie that I have. But I was going to declutter my cosmetics and then I had a last minute change of heart because I'm doing a no buy year. I don't really want to get rid of a bunch of stuff and then have to go out and repurchase it in a couple of months. So instead what I decided to do was just to take some time to organize the situation and do kind of more of a mini declutter of the things I know I won't use or need. So that's what we're going to be doing today. A little bit of organization, a little bit of feeling productive to try and get myself into a better headspace. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy videos where I organize and declutter things and ramble like a crazy person. But let's get into it. So this is junk for a different day. Ignore that, pretend that's not there. I have a lot less going on in these drawers than I ever have before because of my no buy year, but it's still a lot and it's still a mess. For some reason, I have my weights in here, 0.5 kilograms, because I'm not strong at all. Next drawer down, I have all of my powders in here. Then more of my liquid face products, liquid bronzer, liquid highlight, concealer, an empty box for no reason. Then in here, I have primers, setting powders, foundations, more lipsticks that are too tall to fit in this first drawer, and a bunch of different makeup bags back here. Then this is where things start to get really bad. This drawer is meant to be hair stuff, nail stuff, and that's pretty much it. But when I got back from Bahrain, I just dumped a bunch of packing cubes in here because I could not be bothered to deal with them. That, my friends, is what you call procrastination. The bottom drawer, I have more hair appliances, hot rollers, the clips for my hot rollers, my hairdryer, and my NuMe Titan 3. The base for it is in here. That's grimy. Moving on to the other side, we have a drawer of assorted rubbish in here. Technically, this is meant to be the drawer with all of my everyday items. Contact lenses, day cream, night cream, the things that I reach for every day. But it's a disaster. Then moving down, this is where I keep another assortment of junk. I have a bunch of different vitamins in here, which I don't even know why. I don't particularly like taking vitamins, but here they are. I have all of these empty contact lens cases that need to go to the recycling bin at my optician. Moving it along, in here I have things that I reach for mostly every day. Hand cream. This is almost used up. Finally, if you watched my project pan, then you know I've been trying to use this up forever. And then hair care products are back here. This is kind of an overflow drawer with an assortment of everything and anything. Definitely need to get this looking a little bit more organized. And then the final drawer is candles. So it doesn't look great. This is probably the least organized that my cosmetics have been in the history of my entire life. It just makes me feel on edge. So I really need to address this and hopefully maybe declutter a few things that are old that I don't need anymore. I think the most productive way of doing this realistically, as much as I don't want to do it, is going to be kind of a mini KonMari style declutter. Pull everything out, put it into a pile, and really go through what I want to keep, because unless I start taking things out of the drawers, it's not going to get any more organized. I wish there was a quicker way. Here we go. Step 1, find something good to watch on Netflix. Step 2, turn on this fan so I don't die. Step 3, pull everything out of the drawers. Ready? Go. So these are all of the makeup and cosmetics items that were in my Alex drawers. It's definitely not the worst that this situation has been. I've done makeup declutters in the past. I'll link them down below if you're interested to see how much worse it has been in the past. So it's not too bad. I have made the executive decision not to include any of the cosmetics that I have in the bathroom cabinet or in, I have a little overflow box up there somewhere where I keep like things that I have a bunch of. Like for instance, I have like 7 body lotions. So what I do is keep one in the Alex drawers and then the rest just go up in that box out of the way, and then whenever I need another one, I can just go find one from there. But I don't want to do that right now. You see how sweaty I am? It's hot today. I don't want to give myself anything extra to do. So next, I think the best thing to do is going to be to like wipe out the drawers really quickly and give them a little bit of a clean, because they do look kind of grimy. Remember when we were all so obsessed with Alex drawers from IKEA to store our makeup in? White Alex drawers for makeup? Why was that a thing? All I have is just orange fingerprints over everything. So yeah, I'm gonna clean all of that out, get it looking nice and not so grimy, and then I'll start going through the piles, decide what I want to keep, if there's anything I want to get rid of, and try organizing it all. You're super far away from me. Can you hear me from over there? So what I'm doing right now is just sorting out what I want to keep. If there's anything that I feel like I really don't need, then I'm putting it to one side to declutter and get rid of. Off watching 13 Reasons Why for like 2 minutes, and now I just looked up and I'm like, what is happening? I don't think this is the best thing to have as background noise. I think that was the messiest sort through I've ever done. Just no particular piles, just throwing things everywhere. But I have managed to find a few things that I just want to part with and get rid of, which is great because I wasn't expecting to find so much. So I know it's not a lot, but this is what I will be decluttering today. It's definitely better than nothing. So now I'm going to start putting everything back where it needs to go. As everyone knows, this is the worst part of any decluttering or organization process. The part where you just have a mess everywhere, you don't want to carry on, you want to go and get a snack, but you've made too much mess. You're committed. You have to follow through. Why have I made my workspace the tiniest corner of the room? I don't like this. Okay, I am just checking in, taking a break from the mess to show you some of the containers I was talking about earlier. So obviously, I have the classic lipstick holders, which I find to be really useful to just keep everything separated and from sliding around in the drawers. You know, I can just open my drawer, look down and see all of my lipsticks at once. So I have a taller one for lip glosses and taller lipsticks, obviously, and then the shorter ones for the ordinary size lipsticks. I got a little bit creative when it came to organizing some of my other things. So I have a bunch of these. This is filthy. I really need to clean these out. But these just little black baskets, I got a set of them. Don't even remember where. Maybe Amazon. I'll see if I can find them and link them down below. But they're just perfect for concealers, foundations. I just like to have everything divided out. I don't like to have everything rolling around in my drawers. But then this is where I got really creative, because I got these 2 containers that are actually meant to go in the fridge. I don't remember where I got them from. It could have been TK Maxx. It was so long ago, but I'll see if I can find something similar and link it down below, because they're so useful. This one, I don't know whether it was meant to store eggs or butter. I don't know. It was meant for the fridge, but it is the perfect width and length to store like setting powders, blushes, bronzers. You can keep them all upright and they don't move around. And it also has, I mean, again, this is dirty, but it also has this kind of rubber bottom so they don't slip and slide in there, which is perfect. And then this one is where I keep my mascaras and my eyeliners, and I love that it has this little dividing wall between the two so that, again, I can keep them separate. I just want a life where I open up my drawers, everything has a place, I can see it all, and it's not a disaster. Is that too much to ask? So I've gone through, I've divided everything up into the various containers that I want them to be in. I managed to get rid of a few more things, which I know I always say this, but this is why the KonMari method, even though it is very time consuming and quite frankly annoying sometimes, is the best. Because if I had just rummaged through the drawers, pulled out the things that I knew by looking at that I didn't want, I wouldn't have gotten rid of as much. Whereas when I'm actually going through and handling everything and sorting it into different piles, I become much more aware of just like, you know what, I don't need this particular item in my life. So I got rid of a few more things, which is good. And now I'm just gonna put everything back into the drawers, rearrange things a little bit, and hopefully things should be far more organized. Physically and also mentally. Anyway, first let me show you what I am getting rid of at the end of this whole ordeal. So these were the things that I found that I would be able to part with. Just some bits and pieces, things that I don't want anymore, things that are just like come to the end, gone off, junk. I moved a few things, maybe 5 or 6 things into that box that I keep up there with all the duplicates, you know, the stockpile ready to go. And I think things are looking a little bit better. I managed to streamline down some of the storage containers. It's better than it was before. So the first drawer is still where I keep the lipstick and also all of the eye products. I still have this little container back here with the little eyeshadow singles and this little brush cleaner. In here, I have all of my powder products and that's it. So I managed to make a little bit extra space in here, which feels great. And the next one down, I condensed down all of my liquid face products into one container. Before I had those bronzers and highlights up in this drawer, but that didn't make any sense anymore because I barely had any left. So now I just have one and the taller lipsticks. And again, that's all for this drawer. The next one down feels a little bit messier. I've definitely filled this one up. I have all of my nail stuff in here, nail files, nail polishes, everything nail related. Then I have all of my hair ties, bobby pins, everything for my hair in here. I moved my vitamins down to this drawer, and I have all of the makeup bags in here too. I didn't touch this drawer, okay? I will put my hands up and say I didn't touch that one. This one looks way better. Like, everything has a space. There's a room back there for stuff. And all I really have in here now is the stuff that I'm gonna reach for every morning and every night. Like deodorant, day creams, contact lenses, night creams, my Tangle teaser, glasses, all the things that are actually useful to me. Next, I made myself a little bit of a junk drawer. I managed to empty out this entire drawer by moving things around a little bit. So I thought for now, I'm just gonna throw everything in here and come back to it at a later date to sort through these packing cubes. But for right now, at least I have a whole drawer for this kind of thing. Moving on, I have, again, the things that I use more on a day-to-day basis, then my hair care stuff. These contact lenses that really need to go to the recycling. They kind of live there for right now until I get around to doing that. And then this looks way better, I think. Again, more contact lenses. But you can see this is kind of like the miscellaneous things that I don't reach for very often. My essential oils are in here. I have a face mask. I have just different bits and pieces. But it feels like a lot less, and it feels like I can actually see what's in there now, so that's great. And I did not attempt to tackle the candles today. I don't know about you guys, but I would call that a success. I mean, it definitely wasn't an intense overhaul of the entire set of drawers. I still got a few things to work on in there. I've still got a few things I can get rid of, but this was a big enough project for me to take on today. Sometimes it can definitely feel like when you are trying to organize or declutter that you've got to go all or nothing, and that's not true. If you have an hour or 2 hours to just get a little bit done, do a little bit. That's enough. You don't have to feel bad for what you didn't do. You should celebrate what you did do. And what I did do is that I made my drawers accessible. So thank you guys for joining me for this whole ordeal of organizing my cosmetics and my makeup. I will be back with another decluttering video soon because I have a whole shelving unit here and the tops of my wardrobes that are just honestly and truly full of just random junk. So I need to go through and do that. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. I need a cool drink and to sit in front of that fan for an hour now, but I will see you all next time. Bye guys.